Women pick the guy that treats them well. Men pick the girl that looks and feels the best.
Because you either fall in love with the man's current ability to provide or its potential to provide.
My biggest fear in life is isolation.
But you never say.
You're just setting yourself up for failure.
Why is it so hard for men to just own up to their feelings?
Many women feel like they can handle guys' feelings, but they can't.
Wow! Oh my god.
We've done many relationship episodes on this show, but surprisingly, right, I don't ever recall us talking about this particular question before, which is, do you believe in the one? Okay? And right, I think a question that a lot of people struggle with is, how do you know if the person you're with is the one? So today, to help us down this rabbit hole, we have someone who's very well known for talking about relationships, someone who has some affiliation with us as well.
Yeah, hi
Please welcome Saffron Sharpe.
From Betty to none.
Hey, welcome to my side of the aisle. She is 1/4 of real talk.
I'm his meme.
When we tried to form real talk, it was damn difficult to find like good-looking, popular people that's willing to talk about like sex and shit. She helped us blow the show up, and then the show helped her blow
me
up
up.
also. Yeah, so we've been blowing each other up. Great.
Wow, you all still got it.
Yeah.
Blowing. Woo! We love blows.
Suddenly the real talk vibe on there.
Okay, so how do you know if someone is the one? Is this something that you all have come across already?
Do you all even believe there is the one? Like
That's
that,
a question we
in
should
the
start with.
universe that there's one person for you.
Maybe not like the one, but the person you're most compatible with.
Okay, so you think there's someone for everyone. So do you believe, right, in those situations whereby, you know, sometimes you feel like you are in a once in a lifetime love, right? Then for whatever reason it ended, like maybe like one fella died. Do you now feel like there won't be another one?
I feel like if that person is able to grieve and let go the previous relationship, then they open themselves up to another one.
So, so
right?
you don't believe
Don't
that there's
have.
the one lah.
The one for the time, but I mean, obviously, if you're in a committed relationship, you should see it through all the way. So that
Right.
that becomes your one.
Okay, now in relationship, yeah.
I've grown, you know.
I see.
That means she's saying there's no the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing as well.
Yeah.
There are the many, you can pick one lah.
I wouldn't say many lah, but I mean like if that situation where like your partner died in a car crash, like you cannot just hold on. I mean, you hold on to that person like parts of yourself, but you still deserve, like if that person is ready, you still deserve to move on. And
No, you
have-
definitely
you know what I
deserve
mean?
to, and you might
Yeah.
date. You might get married again.
Yeah.
But are you of the belief, right, that there is only the one, and now I'm merely married to you?
But then it feels so like to the
Correct.
second person, and I feel then it's not fair, ma. Then
Not
you
fair.
shouldn't get married if
So
you
you-
believe in that.
Do you believe that there is only one for you? Hey, siala woman, why you enter politics or what? What the fuck?
Beating around the bush. Okay, if I speak honestly to myself, then
We're not gonna call you out on Shannon lah.
I would just say that no, there isn't like the one. It's the one you choose for that period.
Did you always have this mindset? Did you always carry this mindset like growing up?
When I was younger, I would say I didn't even believe that relationships last.
Wow.
Because like I'm from like a broken family, and my mom is like very independent woman. She doesn't really want to like get married again because of what happened in the past. So to me, it's like, oh, when I see that as an example, then I'm like, okay, like relationships don't last, or like all men suck.
Yeah.
Until I kind of like went through my own experiences and reframed my thought process. Then I realized, oh, actually, you can find a partner for yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Last time I used to believe that. So I realized that actually I'm kind of a red flag for believing that. That's
Right.
why all my relationships don't last. Therefore,
Right.
I changed that, and now I'm committed.
So in
I
a sense,
love
it was one of your early relationships, but we won't mention who, that taught you that.
No, I think when I was like in that headspace, so I was like 19, that period, I was still kind of like living in unawareness. So I think a lot of things I was doing kind of stem from like
Believing what things should be lah.
kind of like,
Right.
or like just seeking companionship because you're not comfortable being alone.
Right.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I also thought that I don't want to conform to these like social like ideas, right? So like I don't believe in the concept of like that forever one. Like to me, is everybody will change. Then over time, like 20 years down the road, you don't know who you're going to be. What? How can you guarantee me anything and promise me anything?
Yeah, it's
I also
true.
cannot promise the same thing to you. Maybe we can spend like a good 20 years together. Then after that, when we are two completely different people already, then we move on. Find somebody else for that stage of your life. Yeah.
Do you feel like to have this mindset, right, something impactful must have happened to you first?
Hey guys, be honest.
With us, how many times have you given yourself excuses like,
I got no time or I don't know where to start when it comes to volunteering?
Well, now you got no more excuses because you can volunteer near where you live, work, or even study through SG Cares volunteer centers.
yeah, no matter where you are, you can find volunteering opportunities in your town to make a difference.
Exactly. And now, whether you've got some free time on the weekends, or you got maybe an hour after work, or you're looking for something meaningful to do during the holidays, there is something for everyone.
From helping your neighbours to supporting the elderly or even using your skills for community projects, the SG Cares volunteer centres will connect you with causes that truly matter.
Hey, and here's the best part. This is all part of SG Cares, a national movement to build a more caring and a more inclusive society.
And with the SG60 spirit still in the air, there's no better time to give back to our home.
That's right. So if you've been thinking about volunteering or wanting to give back but don't know where to start,
Now's your chance to find a cause you care about and make a difference.
visit your nearest SG Cares volunteer centre today.
Or if you've got your own ideas to create positive change in your community, check out the Singapore Government Partnerships Office.
Because SG cares.
Now back to the episode.
To have this mindset, right, something impactful must have happened to you first.
Honestly,
Trauma.
I never go enough therapy to find out.
I think
Honestly,
it's
I
true.
don't think everybody needs therapy.
I think I need lah.
Okay.
Oh. First step.
Anti-therapy.
That's self-aware, man.
No, he's damn anti-therapy.
I'm not. I
He's
just
the
don't
advocate for
because I feel like the therapy conversation, right, has gone to a level whereby people are almost saying like going to therapy is like going to see a doctor, which everybody at some point will see a doctor. And I just don't subscribe to that. I feel like
Same.
therapy is a good thing. It is necessary for some people in some stages of their life.
Yeah.
I just don't think everybody actually needs
No,
therapy.
but I see it
Yeah.
more like a personal trainer. Everybody can exercise on their own, ma.
Correct,
But a
correct.
personal trainer will help you and guide you through.
But
And
not
also show
everybody
you
can
something
pay a
that you
personal
don't know.
trainer. Some people watch YouTube videos. Some
Yeah lah,
people go
yeah
to
lah.
the gym and see how people work out and they get it.
Agree. Yeah.
It's also kind of like mental growth, right? So I feel like therapy is kind of like holding up a mirror to yourself and then being aware of your faults. Because some people, I guess, can't really see themselves in like a full capacity. So I think having a good therapist helps you realize parts of yourself that can be elevated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-therapy. You don't listen to his shit. I just don't think it's for me.
But back to your point, I do think something traumatic must happen.
Right? Because from where I'm
do
coming
not
from,
believe
right,
in like love.
it's nothing to believe.
Yeah.
It's just growing up through watching TV, drama. I mean, looking at my own parents, which it's not like they have a super lovey-dovey relationship. They also like in and out, one, right? I mean, still together. I'm very grateful for that. It's just when I grow up, I'm supposed to find a mate. And this House of Cards line, right? Everything in the world is about sex, except sex. Sex is about power. And so when we look at that, it's just everything. Why do we cut hair? Why do we dress better? Why do I want a good job? Because if I don't care for a mate, I only need to be enough for me, which is 2005 is enough for
But
me.
humans crave connection and intimacy.
Correct. And to me,
Yeah.
that was completely natural. That everything I did, right, every self-improvement that I did was for purpose of betterment so that I'm deserving of a good mate.
Aww.
I don't know if that's the kind of conditioning that we want
Yeah.
the people to keep, growing.
No, it's me.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but it's not just you. That's the thing, though. And I think that's the problem. I think we've conditioned into like, hey, you have to find the one. That is the one. Society tells you have to find that one person. So you'll always be scared of, am I settling? I think it's very presumptuous to assume that there's one person out of 8 billion for you. There's a group of people for whom you fit perfectly well with. So if you're going to constantly only keep looking for one individual, you're just setting yourself up for failure, setting yourself up for like sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this not the right person for me? Am I just saying yes so that I'm wrong, yeah, you got something to say because I know you're notorious about this, right?
No.
No,
Why
so
are you
you got
notorious?
backstory. You got backstory.
You got law.
What's
go,
the
go.
law?
Oh, as in my boyfriend now. Currently,
We take a respectful break.
as in
Okay, now
like
go.
it's known that like I have said stuff about my partner. Like they feel that I'm not like fully into it with
It's
my
okay,
partner.
I've been there. Every person will always have this thought like, oh, maybe I'm settling, and that's like a normal thing to recognize. But you still choose to be committed to that person.
Yes,
So I think that is
correct.
the better thing. Because
Yeah.
I do think it's normal.
I'll
Like,
tell her the catfish story.
He catfished me.
oh, okay.
It's really not
so
bad.
so it's not as bad as it sounds now because he
Okay.
changed. When he first met me, he was 20 kgs heavier. And then his pictures is all like do sports lah, snowboarding lah,
You guys met on a
boxing.
dating app, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Ah, okay.
And then when I met him, he wear jacket and also cannot tell. The first day cannot tell. Went out
Because
to a
that's
nice
a lot to
place.
ask for Singaporean men, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah lah. I mean,
But in hell.
Hey, not short slipper T T-shirt, you are halfway there.
The jacket was from Uniqlo.
Yeah, no problem. Doesn't matter. We don't
It's okay that
discriminate.
it's a jacket.
Yeah.
As long as you know how to dress well, it's great. But then it also hides a lot of things that you don't see until like further dates.
I have a question. Was he tall?
He is tall enough.
Okay.
for
He's
me.
tall.
He's tall. Then you can't really tell that he's heavy.
Correct.
Not possible to please, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? I really like the guy, by the way. He's a very chill guy.
He's very
Yeah,
nice.
so I love Jeremy.
For the record, I must say, okay, very nice.
Yeah.
I say now, very, very nice, which is why I continue hanging out with him.
God-loving entrepreneur.
Yes,
Continue
but then
hanging out like it's a friendship she's keeping up.
But then, like, ideally, right? Like in my head, like ideal boyfriend, like the what, you know, he doesn't fit the mold.
You think your partner is the one, or like you want to commit to him?
So I feel like I want to make him the one.
Oh.
So I feel like I don't believe that there's
Yeah.
one person in the world. There are definitely people that you can definitely vibe with. But like each time I had like a boyfriend, like I thought like, okay, he's gonna be the one, right? And then it never works out. So that's why I realized like, okay, you make the person the one, you become the person that is wannabe.
I have this theory that women, they pick the guy that treats them well, but usually
Yes.
men pick the girl that looks and feels the best. But I feel it's quite true because I think as a woman, like we value actions more. Okay, not saying to like discredit all men lah, but for me, my personal experience, like when I was younger, I date like hotter guys, but then it's like, wow, they are so irritating. And then when I met my boyfriend, he was also heavier, so he wasn't actually like physically my type, but I actually clicked with him a lot, and like he treated me very well, so our relationship grew.
So men don't care about your health.
They
Just throw
can't-
yourself into the pool.
Yeah. But first and foremost, I don't know, Leon. He's a good-looking guy.
He's a good looking guy, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think my usual type, maybe I can clarify, is like I usually go for like Chinese looking guys or like Korean.
She like those like
boy.
boys.
Yeah, so Leon doesn't appear like that, and his energy is very like chill, nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I'm also a red flag like last time because I am drawn to red flag guys. You know, so I was doing therapy lah. So I was like, okay, you know, Saffron, like you always date like shit guys, and then you put yourself in shit situations. Like it's time to wake up. Like you are already 26 and you're gonna reach 30 soon. You need to find a husband. Then I was like, okay, so this click, and then
That's her motivation.
I kind of wrote down like my criteria of what I wanted in a man.
Wow.
Yeah, but outside of like the bad boy vibes and
Yeah.
look. So I was like, okay, he needs to be funny. We need to have like similar family background.
At this point, you haven't met him.
I haven't met him
Okay.
yet. I need a guy who, if he says something, he will do it. So to me, that's like a very important thing. So for
Right.
example, if he says like, oh, I need to get a promotion, and he goes out to get that
Work
promotion.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, that's very important. And then I met Leon. He was really funny, and we have the same sense of humor. And then we found out both our dads are from Manchester. Then I was like, okay, then we just like let the relationship grow naturally. Yeah, so I
Right.
can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I get you also.
No, but you met him on dating app.
No, we met, okay, my best friend, we were out on a girls trip in Bangkok, and then she was like horny. So she was like, hey, should I ask this guy out? Because she exchanged numbers with a guy at a bar.
Okay.
And then I
Wow,
was
these
like,
things do actually happen. Oh, that's crazy.
so it actually happened, and I was like, okay, babe, you know what?
Frisky,
Like,
frisky.
you
Yeah.
do you. Like, I hang out with my friends. So she called the guy, and then Leon came as the plus one. I still remember the scene. So we were at a club, and then it was like a table. Then you know, like you can sit above the bench. You know that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
So he was sat there, then he just looked them bored. So I went over to him to talk to him, like not thinking that I was making a move, but more so like just make friends so we can pass time. Then we just started talking.
Wait,
Yeah.
did he think that you were making a move?
No, he didn't.
Ah,
So
okay.
I think like he was also there with the pretense of like just accompanying his friend and like going through the night. But then we actually clicked.
And then at which point are you checking him off your criteria list? Because that's when you make a decision, right? You know, hey, is this the
no,
one
you're asking
potential? You know, is this
real
one watch list or, you know?
I think because we were not going to see each other for a few months because
So you hang out the next day also.
we hung out the next day until we
Who,
both
who
left.
asked? Who asked?
Me lah. Me, I'm quite like, I just go for it lah. So
Okay.
I just asked, you want to go for coffee?
Which means that night you kind of like him already.
Can hang out. Like got the, like not like, but like can get along.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
and then
click
my
lah.
best friend was going back also. So I was like, okay, I'll just hang out with him more.
Right.
Yeah. But like we can click and we have like similar interests. So we both like food, we like
Same.
music.
Same.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, Sam, we have
I think that's the human population.
89% of the world enjoys
Okay, so
those
that's all of us lah. Okay, okay.
So she's convincing herself already at that point.
You know what I'm saying? You probably saw the bulge in his pants and then you're like, he's also funny though.
yeah,
To be fair, Okay, he wasn't wearing anything tight, so I didn't see his bulge. But he is packing heat.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, let's move on.
Okay,
But,
well done, bro.
Okay, he shout out. It happened already. Okay. Good enough.
no, but like the checklist was kind of like in my head. Because when I was younger, I get attached to guys very quickly, especially if they treat me badly. Because like I like that, the thrill of like, you know, like guys like chase the girl. I like the thrill of like making him like want me even though he doesn't. You know what I mean? It's like
But that's not bad to you lah, right? Like it's push and pull lah. Or you literally like it when they scold you or what?
No, not bad like that. But like it's like push and pull, correct? But I felt very drained by it. So I actually know that it wasn't serving me. So I was like, okay, I need to cut this behavior.
Yeah.
Then that's why I wrote down like a criteria. Yeah.
You know, when you are younger and you meet a girl you like, or a guy you like, you will figure out what they like and then you try and like what that person like, even if you don't like. Or if like that person like long hair, you'll grow out your hair. The person like short hair, you might chop your hair.
Sure.
There's a certain age, maybe it's mental, maybe it's physical, that you're willing to do anything to be that person. Then either you cross a certain age or society has changed the narrative today, where it's like, oh, you gotta love me for me, even though I'm a fat fuck and there's donuts in my fat folds and whatever, right? You just gotta love me for me, and because I'm gorgeous and I'm a diva, and I think when you reach that age, right, it becomes exponentially more difficult. Like if I date today and I meet my wife now, I think her not liking adventures or not eating healthy, eat vegetables, right, would turn me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I'm young, that time it's so cute to me. You know, then I was like, oh my god, that's her quirk. Sure. You know, I'll be the guy that remembers she don't eat vegetables. So if I'm buying the food for her, she don't have to tell me, there will be no taugeh. Right? Because I want to be that guy, and then you just grow into I will buy her supplements.
But I do think people grow and like mold to each other though, even at 29, but you just have more like inertia to do so, because I feel like society values individualism now. So like a lot of people are like unwilling to change, because if they change, it means that they have to accept their own faults. So I think that's like the hardest thing for people to do.
Yeah.
That's why it's like a lot of people cannot get into relationships because they feel that they are perfect even though they are not.
That's what I think bullying helps with. I don't condone it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think bullying puts a mirror up to your face. So why is it of 40 people, why did you bully me?
Bring back bullying, guys!
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's solely responsible for that. I think it helps.
The Minister of Education will disagree with you on this, but bullying is essential. I think it brings everybody down a peg just a little bit.
I don't think it needs to be that extreme. It's just having people that value honest conversations. But I think in like Singaporean society, people don't really like, unless we're like super close, or I ask you like, hey, can you give me honest feedback? People don't really go out of the way to tell you like, hey, you are annoying because
at
you
this
bite
level
your
of friendship, and we've known each other for almost a decade, I probably wouldn't be honest with you also. Because for what?
No, therefore you can be honest.
Wouldn't you get more honest the longer you know each other?
I think the older I get, I realize people maybe cannot deal with honesty. Or they would, like, I can be honest with you, and depending on the choice of my words and what you choose to accept, you might feel like, okay, I will agree with 60% and 40% is actually malicious. And I'm like, why do I open myself to this? I'm trying to help you, that's crazy.
So Saffron is able to take honesty or not?
I think I have to be in a situation where I'm like mentally prepped for it. When I was younger, like I have a very close friend, and I was like going through like a more like rebellious stage of my life, and then she kind of just like called the intervention for me that I didn't ask for, and she sat me down with other friends, and then she kind of like, we all like spoke our truth, and then I was like, bro, what the fuck, I'm like literally 21. So but she's older than me, so I think she did it as like a way of helping me to be a better person.
You're holding too much like that period is what's happening.
Okay, basically. But she also a hoe lah, so
but you're still friends after that?
Yeah, we're still friends now.
She was retired so she knew the game.
I think she saw
Mama
that.
son level.
I think she saw that like my hoeing wasn't doing well for me and others around me. So she like, okay, like Saffron, I think you need to do something about it. Yeah, so she came in as like a tete kind of.
Did that strain the relationship for like 3 months, 6 months? Then after that, y'all became close again? Or that was like...
True, it did actually. Because I think it took me off guard. And then like upon realization and like looking within myself, I developed like, okay, actually she means well. I think sometimes, I think like tone is very important too. Still.
And she nailed it, you think?
Could be a bit more gentle.
Could be more loving. Okay.
I think for me, because I prefer a more gentle approach.
Right.
I don't like
in your face.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not so good with tough love.
Yeah.
So you need the Eat, Pray, Love intervention, not the BMT intervention.
Correct.
Right.
Okay. I'm like, who the f are you?
Right.
That's why 10 out of 10 times not worth it, bro. Because I used to be the guy that wanted to do that.
Help people.
Then I realized, then I become your enemies. Everything was like on on me, or
It's
I
on
become
them.
a part of the problem, a bit not worth it. I will do it for my family, I'll do it for pet. And I don't think there's anyone that will ever earn that from me.
That means other people don't know how to take it well. What? It's the
Most people
problem
can't,
already.
99% people can't, I'll be honest.
That's why I think tone is very important.
Yeah.
So I think it's like how you set the tone of like conveying the message. Like, hey, actually, you're really annoying, but you say it in like a gentle way. Like, hey, I think biting your nails is not serving you.
But that's not the same thing. No, tell me I'm annoying.
I wouldn't
with
say
love.
annoying because I think no one
But
wants to
tell me I'm annoying when with love.
Oh, okay. So you're annoying with love. Like, it doesn't make sense.
No, as in,
Okay, I try. It's
Okay, yeah.
repackaging. So I would say that as somebody who loves and cares for you, right? I think that there are a lot of times where sometimes you are struggling to communicate or get your messages through because of certain ways in which you conduct yourself or your tonality of things. So like making these minor changes will actually improve your
So corporate.
the
Well,
idea you
but
communicate.
I won't get
Or
the
you get
message
through
that
to
I'm
people.
irritating you. I get a message that you're trying to help me communicate better.
Okay.
John, here's the thing, John.
Then
I
you
love you,
must
John.
give
but-
example.
Okay, I love you, John, but I want to love you more. There's only one thing standing in the way of that. There's only one thing standing in the way of that, man.
Okay, what?
Just sometimes, right? You get on my nerves. So
When you
if
do
we
this-
can work on that,
Okay,
right?
so then
Yeah.
the usual narcissist that deserves this thing will say, but what did I do?
Then you
Right?
How
give
much time you
example
got? I can list
lah.
for you.
No, then you go, right? Then it might be like I'm sorry that annoys
But-
you.
Yeah, that's the worst possible response, right? Yeah.
Then it's the person not receiving it.
But 99% of the time people don't receive it though, because you either water it down so much. I thought you were giving me communication masterclass.
I have a good example.
Or
I
you're
have a good
treating 1% of the
example.
problem.
So I have a close friend. She
You always say you got no friends. Actually, you got a lot of friends. You got a lot of people that love you.
So
Yes,
fourth
thank you.
story really, fourth friend story.
Yeah. Or it's the same person.
He's not the same person.
Dang.
So
That's all you need, 1%.
So we are super close. We're like sisters. I would call ourselves
That's it lah.
sisters. She recently got into a relationship and she always spent time with her boyfriend. So I told her nicely, but I did say like, hey, it's irritating me that
Yeah.
you're doing this, and she took it well. So I feel like the people that want to receive it and still want to be in your life will take it because
Yeah.
they
Yes.
value the
Agree.
relationship.
But I also feel that
Correct.
this one's slightly different in that you are crying for help.
I think it's easier if it's like put across in that way. Like I need help from you.
Yeah.
To do this for me.
Correct.
Whereas when, okay, not really intervention, it was a one-to-one thing, but then she said like, everyone feels that you ...
Yeah.
Then I
Yeah,
felt
very
so
caught out.
attacked, right?
Yeah.
Then I go back and like, oh my gosh, I'm such a sucky person, you know? Like after that, in the next group gatherings and stuff, then I think to myself, I observe, right? Actually, it's not true. So that everyone is just maybe this
Maybe her and one
person
person,
and
yeah.
another. Yeah.
Oh, so she lied.
Not that she like, maybe that's just how she felt
That's her
lah.
truth.
Or she thinks that yeah, correct. Her truth.
Very admire that you can say that like to your friend. They were like, hey, you know, it's helpful that you spend all your time with your partner, you know, and I feel, because I can't do that. My biggest fear in life is isolation. It's like not having like friends and like loved ones around me. So when I feel that way, it's like it's existential to me.
But you never say.
That's the thing. I'm like, I know how much I depend on this like interpersonal relationship. But then if I say that, oh, I feel like I'm losing you, I feel like I'm vulnerable. I've like exposed as like.
Is that a fair ask that when you get into a relationship, right, and then your single friend say, I feel a little bit abandoned by you, wrapped with love forever, right?
That was spend all time.
Is that a fair ask, or do you feel like you are getting in the way of me building a life partner?
It really depends because some friends can be clingy.
So how do you know when you ask your best friend, right, that you are not the friend that's clingy?
We spontaneously arranged to meet for like just coffee, like very brief. But then she's like, oh, my boyfriend wake up, so I cannot meet you. Then I was like, bro, like you live down the road from
Yeah.
me. Like we can just like, I'm not asking for like the whole day, just like
Yeah.
10 minutes.
How do you feel when you say that? Do you
I
do you feel like you were ready to have the friendship go boom?
Yeah, I was scared actually that the friendship might have like dissolved, but she took it very well and she apologized, and then she made an effort to like talk to me more and hang out with me more.
When does it
Yeah.
still feel the same for you? Do you feel like,
Yeah, actually I feel
what is this PT text? No.
No, actually
Okay,
no.
okay.
I think it genuinely came from like
I'm
when she received it. I think she took it in as like a means to be a better friend to me and a better person. Because
Right.
I feel like she's in that stage of like growing as a
Right.
person also. So I think it's good to call your friends out. So it
Yeah.
just takes practice.
So what if it was the opposite, right? Your friend starts dating somebody, then they keep bringing the partner or the date to hang out with you also. So you don't have your personal time with
Yeah.
with your friend anymore. It's
Yeah.
always that partner or the date is around.
It's awkward as Gang, awkward gang. Yeah. No, okay, so there are phases to this. Okay, so there is your friend group, then person starts dating. Hey, can I bring? And then you're like, I don't want to reject straight away. I don't want it to seem we're exclusionary. Okay, bring. Then they start self-inviting them. So there's no more asking the group.
It's just understood that this person will come
my
along.
friend, whoever I'm dating is invited. You know,
Right.
and then it starts to become natural, and then it gets to a point where the rest of us don't want to say anything about it because we are like, it's too long already. You know, it's like 3 months down the road, and then now you want to say, hey, can you stop bringing your girlfriend to everything?
No, you will do that, or you will do like hey, shall we do a just us outing? You know?
Yeah, so that's why we do, hey, boys night boys night. That's the
like, don't worry, she's
that's the
from
dog
Thailand.
whistle. The dog whistle to please don't bring your girlfriend. Like,
Right.
yeah, but I feel as a group we should be more inviting just in case they end up getting married or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. I feel like the friendships that I retain are the ones that integrated well with my wife.
Yeah.
If the condition to go out with you is I cannot bring her, then
It's very
going away
sian.
is leaving her behind. Then
It's very
honestly,
sian.
likelihood I'll stop hanging out with you.
But I think
Yeah.
wife is different.
John, I'm just gonna say this: you are the outlier here.
Okay.
Not everybody's as lucky as you.
You
as
just
bad.
you just played the fucking switch. I'm like, hey, I bring that this morning only.
No, yeah, she was like within 2 minutes she was like down already.
No, in fact, when I say I bring back, I text her already.
I think there has to be a criteria. You have to be serious about this person.
Yeah,
and you
correct,
had enough
correct.
time and experience together already. Then you go and start to bring along.
Because there's a whole
those-
emotional baggage your friends have to deal with because there's the awkwardness of a new person. Then you want to have that conversation, but you also want to adopt them.
Yeah,
And then that
correct.
person usually will be awkward also. So it takes some amount of carving.
Yeah.
Then when you get there, then you'll break up. Then you're like, don't bring enough.
This kind of friend, right? It's like they bring like this is just like a flashlight to them or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Then they bring you to the party,
Flashlight,
they neglect
wow.
them, and then you have to be that awkward person to be like, hi. So
How are
then
you?
have to talk to them all. But then you know that this is going to be like,
Yeah,
you know,
true.
you're not going to talk to this person like in
You know, like the era when you were having your friend your intervention thing, right? Like if you were in a friend group and you keep bringing the new people
I never
in.
mix like back then. I don't really mix like my flashlights with my friends.
Is this a long term? Sorry, is this new to me?
They're like a walking flashlight, right?
Not
does that
really
mean? Why
flashlight.
Why not?
As in, you know that this person is not serious about
Yeah,
this.
it's
Why
just
is
like
flashlight
So
not
literally,
serious?
this is just a walking flashlight.
Why is a flashlight not
a
serious?
breathing flashlight?
Flashlight very important, bro. Like it goes light goes out. You
It's
need
a
it.
sex
Why is
toy.
this?
You don't know.
Oh,
Oh, you're talking about
Wait,
sex
did
toy?
you mean a
Yes,
flashlight?
a flashlight.
Oh Jesus Christ! Sorry.
Oh, I see. Sorry, we too pure.
No, I'm talking about flashlight also.
No, you know what's the worst
he
situation or
does.
not? If you introduce already, right, then your friend group starts to like that person more
More?
than you.
Okay, that happened to
Yes.
my
As a
friend.
guy, right, this is a huge win.
somehow it's like all my guy friends leh. Then he become best friends with my guy friends. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
it's my friend. And then now like they're so
hang out with
TikTok
you.
every day.
It's kind of cute though. I would be quite happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that the
Like
bit
if
that
you
intervention
break
with you?
up, right, the girl follow you.
Wait, but you just heard that. But you just hear her fear. It was not that. Oh, but I lost my boyfriend to them. It's I lost my friend to my boyfriend. That's what she said.
Pet has this group of friends that I'm friends with. We're all poly friends, but I mean they're all the girl clique. I'm never invited to that shit. Honestly, I don't want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, girl time. Why
But it's
come?
also like hey, why never invite
Yeah.
before? It's because I invite you to 100% of everything. Right?
So what's the answer? Did they say? Or did
No,
we
because
find out?
they never
Just a
invite their
girls-
boyfriend, which to me,
Yeah.
right, not an obstacle. Because
Yeah. I
The
would
guys can
say,
hang out lah.
I would say that also. It's like if my girlfriends don't invite boyfriend, I'm not going to invite my man lah. Like whatever lah.
But to me, not an obstacle. Because you have been I also have a friend group where there is two groups.
Yeah,
There's
the
core
girls.
group. No, there's the core group, got boys and girls. And then there is the core with their partners.
Yes,
okay?
Yes.
Pet is in the core group.
But you're the plus one of that core group.
I'm the core.
Because
I'm
y'all
in the
been
core.
together
okay.
already so
but
long.
like Pet and I come together.
Yeah.
So in every clique,
That's really nice for you.
no, all the time, dude.
I'm so happy.
But sometimes she goes first, but after the moment's over,
That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, nice people. Okay, nice people. It's not I don't want to be there, but it's just like I don't care that I'm not there. But I'm just like, but why am I not invited to be there?
Yeah.
And I think this also goes down to FOMO. Most guys' best friends are their partners.
Okay.
And most girls' best friend is somebody else.
Period.
Oh.
Period. I agree 100%.
And I think that goes back to something that you mentioned earlier of why is it easier for girls to tell their girlfriend, I need you back in my life, even though you are building a life. Because as soon as a guy has a partner, it is very likely that that person is also their new best friend. And that makes it difficult for you to, as the old best friend.
Yeah. It's like I'm being replaced, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you're being replaced and it's enhanced. It's not like dude, this is a girl that you're dating, but I'm your best friend. That person will be like, yeah, dude, I'm sorry. But he's also thinking, but she's also my best friend.
Why is it so hard for men to just own up to their feelings? It seems like the general consensus on this table is that if you have a problem you face, you try not to confront it in the relationship.
I say this might sound like a bit anti-tip vibe, right?
Let's hear it.
Okay, Sigma, what is it?
we are valued at our ability to bring something to the table. Okay?
Society values you in that way.
Food, music,
Anything.
Yeah.
Whether it's your talent, whether money, whether it's anything, right?
Money.
Right? Or whether it's what you bring exactly to the friendship.
Yeah.
And I think many men are either conscious of that or very subconsciously aware of that. I don't see as men don't dare to confront their feelings. You are realizing what you bring to the table versus what, let's say, your guys, your best friend's girlfriend is bringing to the table. And then you realize that maybe at this time you are not worthy of demanding this attention. And it's almost being self-aware of yourself and also caring for the feelings of your friend such that you decide not to utter your emotion.
This is a workplace code.
I kind of
it's
agree
so
with it because
transactional.
I kind of agree because it is that level of self-awareness and also the ability to emotionally regulate. And whenever you feel these things, right, once again it goes back to it being a mirror, lor. So why you feel this and then being able to address that with yourself, that to me is.
But the way you're thinking about it is very workplace coded. You know, it's like I want to talk to my boss. I feel like I should earn more. But then, what am I bringing
To the table.
What value am I bringing to the
So
company?
transactional.
I would rather just this thing annoy me, always be wrong in like an argument, always lose the argument, than lose the friend.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same thing wrapped up in that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That is the same thing.
No, but don't you want your friend to be a better person?
Is your friend a bad person because they hang out with you less?
It's
Not
not
bad,
bad,
but
lah.
it's his needs.
Yeah, his
Correct.
needs,
But does that make that person wrong? It's your needs.
Yeah, he's just
So it's
articulating
being
his
self-aware that
needs.
that's merely your needs.
Correct. And so on that stack of the thinking process, then at some point, right, you will just recognize that actually the action is just for you to initiate or do something about your own life
Slash-
that will then meet that need.
Or accept
Do
it.
something else with your life.
Instead of projecting it externally
Yeah.
onto that person and then making it their problem.
I think men just find it hard to embrace how they feel because their entire value is based off what you said, like what they bring to the table. But as humans, we don't need to bring something to the table. We should be valued as a person, as a whole.
Yeah, I was about to say,
You
like,
know?
why
I
must
think that's
friendship have?
idealistic.
Practical guy right here.
No, I think in the real world it does not work. I just
No,
don't-
I would like this to be the reality.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sick.
that means you
I would
have
like
a
it to
reason
be
to be
this.
friends with everybody. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, in a friend group, you have the funny person, you have the smart person, you have the managing person who handles the money of the trip, all this kind of stuff, right? That everybody fills a role, and then I'm the person who's bringing this. In an ideal world, nobody has to fill any of those roles. We're just friends because we're friends.
Yeah.
But that's not the real world.
Yeah.
In the real world, when we're in a friend group, we naturally carve itself out by carving out the people who we think actually
Wait.
this person, they're not really adding any value.
Wow, that's so bad.
Hey, and I'm telling you, right, this is not just a
true.
boys thing.
I
This is not a
back
boys
you
thing.
up.
This in my mixed friend groups, it's generally, and I from personal
Yeah.
experience, I cannot say other people, but personally, the girls carve out the other. They carve out the herd, dude.
Yeah.
They clean it up. The herd is a mean, lean fighting machine at that
Especially
point.
right in a clique where everybody's hot but one. That one girl gets cut up. That one girl gets cut. No, I've seen this so
No,
many
no,
times.
no.
That one girl gets cut out for certain events. Certain things.
Wow.
Not everything.
Damn,
Sometimes
so
they still want her around
calculative.
because she makes
ugly.
everyone feel good.
To come back to the roles, I know what role I fulfill. I know where I stand. So I know what I can ask and what cannot be asked.
Right?
If somebody has a-
honestly,
yeah.
pecking order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I know somebody has a very annoying, let's say one of the girls in the group has a annoying boyfriend, guy, he's just a walking red flag. He's like always like yelling at people, using slurs, weird shit like that, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That person, I cannot be like, hey, actually, I don't know if this guy we should keep bringing him to our friend group, meets. Because
Why?
he's not a great person,
Why?
Because
Can't.
when it comes to the choice, they would rather cut me out than make that hard choice to cut them out.
Why
It's
would
how
you
I
not?
view at it. It's how I'm looking at it. It's just how I look at it.
Oh, then you
That's
shouldn't
like
be in
maybe
that
I need therapy.
friendship
No.
group.
I feel like that's a bit extreme. I think what it is that you feel like you don't have enough social credit to be the bad guy now.
Okay, maybe actually that's probably it.
I don't think they'll cut you
Yeah.
out, right? But you just feel that you don't have enough social credit to be the one to tell her, don't bring a boyfriend.
He's an asshole to everybody. He treats the other girls in the group like shit. He fucking like fat shames them, and it's like I'm the only one who has a problem with it. And then I say something.
Maybe you shouldn't be friends with them.
It's just an old story. So I moved away from
That's
the friend group. I don't. Yeah.
They sound toxic.
Oh yeah, I fucked up. Yeah. So no thanks.
You probably
I
have a fear of
yeah.
abandonment.
I very much so. Yeah.
Before therapy, I also have a great deal of abandonment. So I never honor my needs. So in fear that like my friends will leave me and then I have nobody around me. But what I learned is that your true friends will honor your needs, and you don't need a lot of friends. You just need like 3 friends, to be honest.
And not everyone's going to go home and think like, okay, what do I contribute to the group?
No, I hope so. But honestly, what's gonna happen is that the comment section is gonna decide who they agree with, who they disagree with, and then they'll be like, John is toxic. I saw a YouTube reel, which I fell into the
short?
What is YouTube reel?
Short.
Is it not a reel?
Shorts.
I saw this thing which I really felt to the depth of my core, right? And then I didn't even bother opening the comment section. I sent it to Pat. And then days later it came out again. I decided to pop out the comment section and I realized everyone is disagreeing with the statement saying that, oh, this is so toxic male mentality. I'm gonna butcher it, obviously the guy say it really eloquently that many women feel like they can handle like guys' feelings. Okay. And then his wife, I think, was on his podcast, and the guy say, but they can't. And the wife say, but I can. And the husband just replies that, I'm not trying to say you don't listen to me, that you are not helpful when I need help. What I'm trying to say is that, and that's especially true for me, that if I bear it to my wife, to the extent where let's say I don't think business is doing well, as an entrepreneur, these are the things that keeps me up at night, right?
Yeah.
Or let's say I trade, I think I lost 60 grand. I didn't, but let's say, right? But these are the things, because it happened before, right? I in one trade lost 100 grand before.
Wow! Oh my God. That was sent me into shock.
How much do I tell my wife?
Yeah.
Because right then and there, if you were my partner, you would be like, oh my God, are you okay? So is everything like, can I help you? Like, do you need money? Or like, maybe we can do this for your business together. That's in the moment and you think it's over already. But what lingers at the back of your head, right, is that the next time, let's say I want to buy a chair, you're thinking, can he afford that chair? I create a sense of scarcity in you. So he goes on to talk about, I will have to deal with your sense of scarcity because you might start worrying. Maybe you give me things like, maybe we should sell the house like 3 weeks later, which like things that I don't want to think about right now, that generates another problem for me, and you did not actually solve the initial problem I shared with you. I now have more problems to deal with, and as a result, men don't share that level with their partners.
No, it's true. If you're okay, like for me, like one of my red flags was like, if I have to pay for a guy, like it will f***ing turn me off. But it's because it came from a place of like trauma, because my ex was like super broke and didn't want to get a job. Basically, he saw me as like a cash rich lah. So I paid for all.
Why don't say cash cow?
Cash, I don't want to be a cow.
ATM.
Yeah, he saw me as an ATM.
Like a flashlight lah.
Yeah, like a titik. So I basically paid for like all the dates and everything. I didn't. At that point of time, I was like, okay, I don't mind because I'm so lonely in London. I want someone around. So this guy was like my whole world. But once I broke up with him and came to a mature like realization that actually men should pay. Then
phrasing that as a mature realization is wild. I love it.
Let me finish the story. So I think I was so hurt and like used. I felt very used. So next time I was like, I'll never date a guy that doesn't pay. So I dated a lot of boys that paid. Correct, but
please don't say it like that.
Yeah, not me.
not paying for me lah, but you know what I mean.
Meals and stuff.
Yeah, like give me like the high life, but then I go around around and stuff like that. So moving forward, then when I met Leon, he kind of like made me realize that like actually his role for me is not to pay for everything. So a good example is that he's currently looking for a new job now. So when he came to visit, I paid for a lot of things, and initially I was like, wow, like scarcity mindset, like wow, this is triggering me. But then I realized actually I've value him for other things besides his wallet. So I decided that it's okay for us to grow as a relationship, and I also trust him that he would take care of me in the future. But the thing is, I didn't have that trust with my ex that he would take care of me. That's why I think I was like feeling so weighed down by it. But I do agree with what you say though. It's quite true.
Because you either fall in love with the man's current ability to provide or its potential to provide. And when I was young that time, I refused to believe that. Because at least like to me, my relationship with Pat pure ma. Then until they added in the element of like potential to provide, then I just kept it in my head. I never did articulate this. And then like when Pat and we talk about the conversation, and then she's like, oh, why do we like each other when we were kids and blah blah blah, right? And then she would say stuff like, because you were like ambitious, you will always try to be different, you will want to outperform, you will, you don't like to be average. Then I realized, isn't this all masking words for potential?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining us today. If you like, you got more relationship questions for us to answer, let us know in the comments down below.
Or go to her channel.
Or join my dating show. Yay!
that?
Oh yeah, also there I have a dating show.
It's coming out on the 10th of September. But basically it's like a game show. So the group of girls will be sat down and then I present men like meat. Like one by one, and then if you like them, you choke them.
So what? This is Shark Tank, but for relationships.
Yeah, it's actually quite funny because each episode has like a different group. So the first group is like Gen Z, and it kind of, I would say, mirrors the dating scene in Singapore.
The first person I look to and be like, oh my god, I love you, like marry me, is my mother. Like when I was a young child.
Okay.
Then
No, she is the perfect person in your eyes.
She
So
is.
therefore, that's what you want in your partner. Guys, why we get?
as like a 4-5-year-old, And then when I'm 7, right, I had my first like guy best friend, right, and I also feel like, and I remember his name. I just don't dare to say because I don't embarrass him also. I don't even know where he is now. But like I thought, like I hope that we will be together for life. Okay. Like I'm 7, you're not thinking about sex, you're not thinking about anything. Like I just feel like, well, I hope we can be together for life.
Friends.
Right.
That was my first ever best friend. Yeah, but then after that, I just like develop a slight homo uncomfortable. Yeah, and it's like other people get all good. It's just like I cannot, like when I sit down and the guy touch my thigh, I just can't.
No, I have such a similar experience. So like when I was in kindergarten also, then they were like trying to pair us up to do a project, right? Then like one girl asked me to
What's your Chinese name? Maybe you.
One girl asked me to be her buddy. So I was just like, okay. Then immediately next to me, right, my guy best friend at that time just started like wailing. Then like, oh, okay, sorry. Then okay, I'll be buddy.
Cute.
Yeah, but it's exactly that. That guy was my
time to man up.
Yeah, don't.
Blocking little shit.